Welcome back to the data science class. In this class, we'll be looking up skills for data science. So, what should a data scientist acquire in order to implement his strategies? Right from analysis to a structure to an algorithm to a problem, programming, solving, knowledge. So, these are the different phases. In all these different phases, how or what are the skills to be acquired by the data scientist was the very thing was willing to experiment. Willing to experiment is first and foremost way a data scientist should have in his blood. That is, he need to have a drive or intuition and curiosity, not only to solve only the problems, but also to identify and articulate the problems on his or her own. So independently, he should be in a position to think and he should be able to articulate the problem. He should be able to have a curiosity that is main. And he should feel that his job to be giving a optimized output. So for that, he need to possess the intellectual curiosity, that is ability to experiment and amalgamate the analytical and critical thinking. So these were one of the most thing, that is he should be possessing analytical and critical thinking possibilities. So he should know some hypothesis, that is to experiment with, start with null hypothesis or to go with a alternative hypothesis, to explore the data and build up the statistical model. The second thing, a skill a data scientist should possess will be the proficiency in mathematical reasoning. He should be having a strong mathematical or statistical background. So that is a much appealing aspect for a data scientist. His ability should be in reasoning, logic, interpreting of data, developing of strategies, and finally performing the analysis. The other thing was he should not rely or depend on others. He should have enough data literacy. That is, right from interpreting of a data, right from formulating the problem hypothesis, then visualizing the data, telling the data stories. So this actually was the data analyst part, but still that data scientist, he should have enough knowledge on articulating the data, on understanding the data, or to extract the meaningful information from a data set. So he should be much well versed in data pre-processing. He should be much well allied in pre-processing and thereby towards model building, so that he should have a unique skills in these aspects. Another thing, of course, a data scientist is a data analyst as a synonym. So because of his basic skills towards pre-processing and towards visualizing the data, that is, he need to retrieve the data, he need to rankle the data, that is missing data, outlier analysis, he should bring the data into normalization. So all this data has to be rankled, so that is where the key role a data scientist he is going to play. Similarly, he should use a data set. For that, he can use MySQL or the things which are going to be in Excel, well versed with pivot operations. So he can work on .csv files or .xls files. So where he works with some structured or he works with some unstructured data. Next one was he should be having data visualizations, that is to represent the data in form of line chart and bar chart, and does analytical skills, does analytics on experimental testing with Google Analytics or a Tableau, so to represent the data in 3D or 2D graphs. So for communicating the of data, nor some storytelling on the data, nor some storytelling of data. So the operational items has to be communicated. So for that, you need to have this experimental testing. One more interesting topic was we are data, data is us. So this statement is really interesting. Whom their data are, to which platform they are going to work on. So basically companies are going to be two types. Company are going to be two types. One, they extract data and then they are going to sell the data, and other company, they purchase the data. They purchase the data, and then after purchasing the data, they do the analysis. At this, we need the data scientist. Okay. So what type of company it is? So company does extract the data. Extracting the data, it is going to take up with the form of surveying the contents, or with the form of some surveying the results, or it is going to give some quizzes, etc. So from that they are going to get the data. They are going to get the data and they sell the data to other companies. So that is where we are going to say whether it is intensive analysis of data with some machine learning algorithms, and they are going to operationalize this in the data driven products. And here you can see customers are facing organizations with massive amount of data, and their data has to be addressed. So now we do have a modern businesses. They are going to establish some team of data scientists, and they are going to perform analysis. They touch out the code, they visualize the data, and they experiment with with the machine learning and massive data. If it is unstructured, they go with Hive or Pig for the real-time data sets. As far as skills of a data science is going to concern, it takes up with basic tools, software engineering, statistics, machine learning, multivariable calculus and linear algebra, and data modeling, and visualization of a data, and thinking like a data scientist. So we do have three tabs. One, we call it as very important, somewhat important, and there is nothing important. So this is a low role here. So as far as basic tools are concerned, so it needs up to a data scientist. It is going to be an analyst who lives in San Francisco, who does wrangling of a data, and he understands the data. We are data, data is us, and reasonably sized companies, they purchase the data and do analysis from another company. So the basic tools is crucially important for all the four roles, and for software engineering, it is crucially important for wrangling of a data. Statistics, yeah, they are going to work out in the last two phases. Similarly, the machine learning, the logical, the machine learning, the statistical learning, they are going to apply for the last two phases. And basically the linear algebra or the calculus, it does importance and the data what they are going to collect. And pre-processing, and of course the data munging is also going to key role when the relatively with the reasonably sized non-data companies. And data visualization, of course, it is a key role which takes up with the data scientist and analyst, and similarly in the last phase towards the reasonably sized data sets. And as far as a data scientist is concerned, his much more energy it takes place with the statistic analysis, and it takes with the applications of machine learning. So these will be the most crucial parts where skills of a data science is going to be needed. Yeah. So we take data from different sources, but when we take data from different sources for analysis, we need to have certain copyright permissions, etc. So thus we can say issues on ethics, bias, and privacy in data science. So we can't take randomly some people's data without their permission and do analysis and publish results. So that is another crime. So some ethics has to be followed, some bias has to be shown, some privacy over a data need to be followed. So that is where the stages being collected about them. That is when we are going to collect the data, nor when we are going to conduct the quiz, etc. There we are going to have that highlights and right to use. So we need to have some copyrights, nor we need to have some permissions so that we can handle up the data. So when doing an analysis that is used by statistical techniques, definitely the data scientist, he should look into these two aspects in order to have some privacy, that is the protection from copyrights or permissions and collecting the data. So these has to be overcome, then only data is going to be analyzed. So here is a case study which was taken up by the Cambridge Analytica in 2018. So once in 2018, Facebook, it has collected the data for a political campaign, and the people are not aware that Facebook is going to do that, is going to conduct the survey, and they are shared their profiles, they shared their data with it, and that was towards the way where people are going to understand for the mood, or people are going to understand the sentiment of the people towards the political ads, etc. So they didn't know, and they gave their opinion, and based upon that, strategy was built up. So while working with data, these are the most important lines which are interesting and to be understood by us. So there is a old saying, there is no free lunch. There is no free lunch. So why people are offering free services? That is none. So social media, when it is going to create an account, we should, I'm telling it as a free, email is a free, Facebook is free, Instagram account is free. Why they are going to create a free account? So ask them why. So that means if you are not paying for it, you are the product. So if we are not paying and if we are using the services, obviously we are their products. They are indirectly using us, they are indirectly using our profiles, they are indirectly using our sentiments, they are understanding our behavior and make some predictions. So here is a worthy statement we should understand. Facebook users, they are going to be worth around $158. Every dollar on a Facebook page, every person on a Facebook page is worth of $158, and Google sells user accounts at $182, and Amazon, it is selling the user profile or user content for $733. See how people are making business from just to take up the customer information, analyzing the customer information, and thereby selling the information. So this is very interesting case study that there is no free lunch. If people are not asking for us to pay for the account, obviously we are their products. That is no free lunch. So this was the key takeaway we should understand. Yeah. Now, what are the different tools for data science? So in order to implement the data modeling, etc., after pre-processing it is done, model building is done. Model building has to be implemented. Model is chosen. So what will be the tools they can be applied? So R and Python are going to be the optimal, and SQL is going to be a database where we can work out with the structured data to conduct the statistical analysis, etc. Similarly, Apache Spark, BigML, SAS, MATLAB, D3, ggplot2, Tabula, Jupyter, and Matplotlib. Some are the libraries and some of them are the products. So R and Python, they are going to be some open sources, and remaining they are proprietary. They are you can say Tabula or MATLAB. They are commercial vendors. They are commercial vendors, so you need to pay for them. So, but as far as R and Python, they are open source. They can be used freely. And some other, it is Spark, Hive, and Pandas. So when we are working with big data and all, we work with Hadoop, and that is where with this unstructured data is going to be normalized. So we work with Jupyter Network or Python, SQL, and TensorFlow. And these are the different items or different tools which are going to provide implementation for data science. Yeah, this is all for today. Thank you.